Sometimes finding your way home has less to do with where you're going and more to do with who you become along the way. I love that already. Tonight, Dina Lantzer shares a deeply personal story about truth, love, and a 35-year marriage. Holy cow. Please welcome to the lectern Dina Lantzer with her speech, I Will Find My Own Way Home.
Thank you. It was early fall, and Matt and I were on our way to Omaha for a long weekend with his friend. Really excited about our conversations. Matt was newly sober, so we were talking about our future together. He was opening up and sharing things with me he had never shared before, very open, very vulnerable. I was feeling so connected. And then he said, I think I want to hear it again, sober. My throat dropped into my gut because he was talking about the affair. A few months earlier, I told him about an affair that I had 10 years ago. He woke me up in the middle of the night, drunk, and wanted to hear the whole story. And I told him, this time I think it's a mistake. But you see, I have a 35-year habit of deciding what I think is best for Matt. And I'm no longer doing that. So we pull into a near empty parking lot. It's a park with a river running through it. We get out of the car and walk down towards the river and sit in a grassy knoll kind of area. Our eyes focused on the river, and I start talking. I tell him how it began, what happened, how I was feeling, how long it lasted. The details feel ineffable, like I'm describing movie scenes rather than a life that I lived. He asked if that's all when I'm done talking, and I said, yeah. And he said, thank you for telling me, and gave me a hand to help me stand up. Very courteous, very kind as we walk back to the car. Maybe this is truly the closure he needed. We go to dinner, a late dinner with his friend, and for two people who may have just exploded a bomb down by the river, we seem to have a lot of opinions about the food that we're eating. It's late when we get back to the apartment, and I go to bed. He says goodnight, and I wake up as normal about 2 a.m. to go to the bathroom, and I notice that Matt's not in bed next to me. Well, I optimistically think maybe he fell asleep on the couch. I go out to the living room, and it's dark, quiet, empty. And then I see an orange glow of the cigarette through the sliding glass doors on the deck. Shit. He's spiraling. I go back to bed because it's going to be a long day tomorrow. When I get up in the morning, he says, I haven't slept yet. And I didn't drink, if that's what you think. Whew. But you were right. This was a mistake. I can't get through this, Dina. It's way too painful. I do not have the capacity for this. And he shuts the door and disappears into the bedroom behind it. Now, his friend had left for the day already, and we spend the majority of the day alone and separate. And occasionally he comes out of the bedroom for a glass of water, a cigarette, bathroom break. And as the grief turns into anger, he starts to get mean, starts to get aggressive. And I think I deserve this. This is my fault. I hurt him. As the aggressiveness turns to vulgar name-calling, I hear the words come out of my mouth, Matt, you have every right to be hurt. You have every right to be grieved. You have every right to be angry. But you don't have the right to talk to me that way and call me names. And I, for the first time in my life, decided I don't need to take it. I'll find my own way home. And I walk into the other bedroom and I get out my phone looking for a rental car. But I need an Uber. And I don't even know where we're at in Omaha. It's crazy how the first steps to ending a 35-year marriage is transportation logistics. So I go out and I ask Matt for the address because I need to get an Uber. His lower lip quivers and he bursts into sobbing. I wrap my arms around this man that I dearly love, and I'm so, so sorry for hurting. I suggest a walk, and he agrees. He hasn't been out of the apartment all day. It's a harvest full moon lighting the neighborhood as we walk around it. He tells me for 35 years, women have hit on him time after time after time. Names, stories. He denied every one of them because he never wanted anyone else. And he knew where it would end. When we get back to the apartment, we find ourselves sitting in the chairs across from each other in the living room. This exact apartment was the place I was just a few months ago. As I paced and cried and prayed to let go of the fear and the shame so that I could tell the truth after 10 years of lying. So that I could be my full, authentic self. So that I could have a marriage with no secrets and be loved for who I am, bad choices and all. Now, as I look at Matt, I wonder, How are we going to tell the kids? Is he going to stay here? Am I going to go to Katie's? Who's going to tell our friends at Toastmaster? And then he says to me, I wish we could start all over. Like, I would walk into a Toastmasters meeting and I'd see you sitting there. And I'd have to talk to you, but I'd be so scared. I'd be so nervous. But I would. And for the first time, here we were. No alcohol between us, no secrets between us, no pretending between us. Tears filled my eyes as he continues describing meeting me for the first time. And I realized that we're going to make it through this. I found my way home, and so did he.